Systems thinking, also known as Stacey matrix, as it has been proposed by Ralph Douglas Stacey, essentially he made this to determine the characteristics of work based on the degree of certainty and the level of agreement. We as people, the development team members, do all the work. We deal with the requirements and technology. Here, the requirements on the y-axis represent the what part of it. What is needed, what to deliver. On the x-axis, you see the technology. Technology represents how, the how part, how to get there, what is the delivery structure. So the delivery structure or the architecture is made up of the processes and tools. These kind of processes can be highly sophisticated or simple. So if you look at the simple, complicated, complex and anarchy or chaotic nature of work which we do, simple things are things that what we master and then repeat. We master those things and repeat and learn them to perfect it, and it becomes as part of our muscle memory by default. Complicated things are nothing but many simple things. Complicated things are just made up of many simple things. They are replicable, but they have so many steps, and it's more difficult to turn them into our muscle memory because there are so many steps. Instead of memorizing, what we do is we define a process to follow to their completion. For example, waterfall software development process comes under this complicated category. We define a process and we try to follow those processes to its completion. In the defined process, we divide up these steps into things that different activities happen, which are done by different people. These are nothing but the simple things that can be mastered. If you look at the complex kind of work what we do, complex nature of work, look at the human body, which is very complex. Driving in a city like Mumbai, on the Mumbai roads, is very complex. Understanding the weather is complex. If you look at the organizational behavior, is also complex. Software development falls under this complex type of work. Things that are complex, like what we discussed, like the human body, driving in roads in Mumbai, weather, organizational behavior. So things of this nature cannot be put in a defined process because they are always dynamically changing. We don't know exactly what they will be at any point of time. But we can understand and model some of their behaviors. Our continued learning on these helps us build such structure, rules and learning processes around the characteristics of this type of complex work. That's where we use the empirical process, plan, do, check, act, transparency, inspect and adapt, through which we create a structure and put some rules and some learning processes, constantly inspect and adapt and improvise those processes, and that's where we achieve the results. Of course, in chaotic environments, chaos are things that we don't really understand and we can never anticipate those, or we can never predict those. These things of chaotic in nature can be turned into complex things when we learn how they behave, but it's difficult to understand at this point of time. So we need to bring a structure to understand chaotic things and bring them into complex first in order for us to address them.